welcome to Bolatotal Podcast bersama gue Pangeran Jahan. Sudah ada dua wajah yang sudah sering nongol di podcast kita. Pandit-pandit internet. Yang menurut gue sangat-sangat hebat ya. Yang tinggi banget ada bapaknya. Rana dan Ruben, apa kabar? Baik. Gimana kemarin seri lawan City?
It was a decent result ya. Jarang ada tim yang bisa dapat 1 poin.
Sorry, by the way, ini berdua kan sensasional.
Iya.
Just for the record.
Okay. Dapat 1 poin di Etihad, you don't see that a lot. And for long spells of the game, menurut gua Arsenal mendominasi permainan. And
but couldn't get 3 points. Same old Arsenal.
Yeah, but we did go behind, you know, and we did get back, and we didn't really look trouble. So
I think if you want to look at the mentality of Arsenal, it's a completely different mentality. We need to remember that Man City was the champion of last year. You know, to come back at the home of the champion after 1-0 down, that's something. You know, especially when you're playing against a bunch of cyborgs like Man City.
Especially when you couldn't score a goal when in the first half.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, look, I mean, that's because of an absence, you could say. And the truth is, we did lose a very good striker in the summer. But I will not say his name or the club where he plies his trade. Cuman, yeah, our new players, give them time to adapt, and I do think they will come good. And Wenger's basically doing his favorite type of experiment, converting a winger to a striker. Will that happen? If Gervinho finds his shooting boots,
I thought you were talking about Walcott. Okay.
Yeah. Who wants to play as a striker?
I basically think that Gervinho is an African Theo Walcott, right? I would go with that football break.
I will say this though, he does get into good positions better than Walcott. And he relishes running.
Yeah. Tapi I think he has this mental block. Post African Cup, whatever, and honestly, I think he's just making excuses. Okay, and you know, touchnya dia terlalu berat. That was a heavy.
Pass.
I think it just
that was an awesome pass.
Ramsey.
That one pass from Aaron Ramsey. It's like. Chapias, you know, and then Gervinho suck it up, you know.
That's like his spin in Arsenal colors, but Gervinho had to spoil it, you know.
And you know when Gervinho had the chance, he opened himself a space. And then he shot the ball.
He sliced the ball.
We all knew that. He gonna suck it up again.
Personally, gua tadi pingin si Giroud sih to start. As opposed to Gervinho. I mean. Maybe giving him a chance, hope fingers crossed, he could break through. Because there's something that is completely different this year, the Arsenal team. This, you know, after the departure of this mysterious
what's his name?
He was injury prone. You know, Arsenal is the complete package now. The back line is very, very decent. Mid line, I mean, the midfield. Ramsey, who would have thought, you know, this guy who is like, I thought his career would have been over. I mean, he had an amazing game. Kalau menurut gua, man of the match game.
Ramsey, he didn't play like headless chicken, but I'd like to debate that point a little bit. I mean, look, such is the quality of permainan of Arsenal. It's actually pretty difficult to choose one player man of the match. I would actually go with. The BFG, the big fucking German. I thought he was amazing. You know, he wasn't Silva. Every David Silva reverse pass ended up in his leg. You know, there was like a freaking tractor beam on him.
Because the last Man City Arsenal game, the one before this, David Silva raped us, man.
And he scored the goal. So I think, look, Ruben mentioned about the mentality and the team spirit. I'd like to point out about the tactical difference. We talk about the improvement in the defense of Arsenal, first of all. Is it a case of player improving?
Proud of it,
of course, you know.
I've never seen it like this.
We got freaking leaky. You know, but
the goals were just, you know,
you know, and I mean, we only conceded for like what, 3 goals. The first one was a clanger from Chesney. The second one was a penalty. The third one was from a set play situation. But before we go and talk about that, we talk about the defense. You talk about defensive improvement. I think Steve Bolt and maybe Neil Banfield. I mean, they've found a way to make Arsenal look good defending as a unit. You
It's
talk
not
about
only defending, but the defense can actually play off set pieces.
Plus, yeah. But before we go to that, I mean, the thing I like, I'm not really sure Mertesacker is the better player. Probably, but not that much. Mertesacker will always look in trouble if he's isolated 1v1. But how many times has that happened?
Yeah.
And why is that? Because they know how to maintain their shape and the speed of transition from attack to defense and defense to attack is breathtaking, and Mikel Arteta is doing a wonderful job in protecting that back four.
But Mertesacker on that point as well. I've always thought he's a giant, a flat-footed giant, sorry to say. Tapi the last game he was very light on his feet. There was numerous passes where he actually cut off like through balls gitu. And gue nggak nyangka sama sekali this could actually happen from him.
I think his height is deceptive. He's not really in the air. He's tall, but it is long foot, you know. His reading of the game is superb.
Because when he moved to Arsenal, a lot of German football pundits said that the biggest asset from Mertesacker is not his height, is his ability to reading the game. It's awesome.
I'd like to, reverb this point when we talk about assessing defenders in general. I mean, I think yesterday, a defender, and probably a bastard, maybe a cunt too, named John Terry, retired from the international team. And people are always saying, England's brave John Terry, lion-hearted John Terry, and he's making this last-ditch tackles, body blocks, like he's like he played in Black Hawk Down or Saving Private Ryan. But a good defender is not supposed to do that. A good defender should be able to read the play and make it look simple and make it look easy. And that is what Mertesacker does. It's too early to say that he's definitely a better defender than the example I just pointed out. But that is a strength that is often overlooked because it's invisible at times.
Okay. How about the other player who I think is very impressive? Santi Cazorla.
Oh my God, you want this game?
I said it, and this guy is amazing. I mean, his height is deceptive.
But his feet is impressive.
Exactly. This guy runs circles, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's just like you just know that he's going to do something.
Why does he always look like he didn't sleep much last night? He always looks sleepy like but then he got the ball and he passes and he makes this happen.
And he looks happy for me. For me, when I see him playing, he reminds me of Zola actually. Little guy, always working hard for the cause, doing little bits of magic here. And when you talk about his technical ability, I mean, I'm not sure if you're familiar or not, but there's a Twitter account called Arsenal Gen. For all the Arsenal fans out there, you got to follow that Twitter account because it makes jokes. And the account gave this nickname for Cazorla, hand feet. And I thought that was an excellent, hand feet. Yes, his feet does work as well as his hands. He could probably eat with his feet, man. Freaking shit.
Okay, how about the defense? Arsenal kebobolan dari set piece, dari zona mati gitu. Dan di Twitter caption Arsenal yang boleh-boleh ini salah mati gitu.
No, I completely agree. I mean, like you said in your article, zonal marking, it's worked. I mean, it has worked. I mean, you don't really want to man-to-man against Man City. They're huge, man. We don't have the physical presence on them. That John Scott's goal, it was just completely, Cost just took his eyes off the ball. I mean, that shit happens like that in football, and so there you go.
I think it wasn't the flaw wasn't in the system. Masalahnya bukan di zona marking. Masalahnya apakah pada momen itu zona marking dijalankan dengan benar? Did Cost protect his zone? Did Pedal protect his zone? Did Manone get the ball? The answer is no. So I don't think it's a technical problem.
And I would have to mention this one player.
I think I know who you're talking about.
The great Carl Jens.
Oh my God! I knew you.
Finally, he looked like a football player.
Yeah, it's weird. He was
just after a year.
After that horror show,
Waktu dia main nggak jelas sama United gitu, tiba-tiba dia bisa ada di
and he was cursing
juga lapangan lawan, gitu. Dia main beneran nggak main bola gitu.
He's a surprise. Well, the season.
Nobody rated him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ada satu momen di mana dia rebutan bola sama Lescott, and then dia ngebawa di Lescott, silakan
Wow. Sorry. On that point, I will mention a quote made by one of the best pundit in British football. Unfortunately, it's Gary Neville, who said about Carl Jenkinson, "I don't know a lot about him, but I think that kid would run through a brick wall if you asked him." And you know what? I actually think Gary Neville, he doesn't have the greatest of physical assets, you know, but. And Jenkinson, he loves Arsenal. Have you ever seen his room?
His bedroom.
Full of those
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, you know, he might be Arsenal's Gary Neville someday.
Do you think?
I mean, because you know he's
So
not.
someday Carl Jenkinson will be flashing his back in front of Spurs fans.
Could be. No. Look, I'm just saying.
Well, Stevie G kissed his badge over the weekend. That's a guy that requested for a transfer, but you never know these things.
You never. But you know, the signs are there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to develop. I do hope because the rate of improvement is impressive, but I don't know. The signs are just there. I hope so. As an Arsenal fan, you would want that.
Yeah, I think the pattern is definitely there for an Arsenal player that's bred from the academy upward or very young age. Wilshere for I don't see a player like that. Moving on to a bigger or to another team. I shouldn't say a bigger team.
Untuk bersama sini dulu. Misalnya sama itu kita ngomongin soal Arsenal melawan Chelsea pada akhir pekan ini, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay.